How do you like to finish the college basketball season paying under $30 per week? Between now and Selection Sunday on March 12th, there's still tons of regular season college basketball action to go. Plus, all of the conference tournaments and WagerTalk and Sports Memo are announcing their March Madness Bonanza special that will include the rest of the college basketball regular season, conference tournaments, NCAA tournament through the national championship, and any plays released in the NIT or CBI tournaments. That's right, from Monday, February 27th through Monday, April 3rd, there are 5 full weeks of hoops action, which breaks down to under $30 per week. Sign up for this promotion now on your favorite handicapper's homepage and get the rest of the college basketball season through the national championship in Houston on Monday, April 3rd, plus all non-March Madness tourneys, including the NIT and CBI, all for only $149. That's under $5 a day for one of the best betting experiences in sports. Some call March Madness the most exciting time in sports betting, so act fast as the March Madness Bonanza special is only available for a limited time. Grab your favorite college basketball handicapper, or perhaps add 2 or 3 college hoops experts to make this March Madness not only exciting, but also profitable. No coupon is needed. Just head to the homepage of the handicapper of choice and lock the $149 price in now. As the earlier you sign up, the more days you receive.
Hey guys, welcome in and happy Friday to you now. It is the 3rd of March and we got 31 games on a busy Friday college basketball card here, which is great. We got the end of the regular season, I believe, still trying to get to in the MAC. And boy, oh boy, have we got a huge weekend, both Saturday and Sunday. And let us not forget, of course, we've got the craziness with the conference tournaments for the big boys coming up. So we got 3 games we isolated. We're going to break them down for you, see if we can find some edges anywhere around them. And we're going to do it with 3 of the best here on this Friday from WagerTalk.com as we welcome back in R1L Merrill, Steve Merrill in the house, as is Mejia. Tony Mejia has got to run right after this on his way to the Conference USA tournament, he tells us. He was going to go to the Ivy League at Harvard, then he opted, hell with it, Frisco, Texas, here I come. And Jimmy Adams, straight out of an earthquake. Always a pleasure to see you, Jimmy. Good to see you're still upright and the lights are on. Gentlemen, on this Friday, 31 games here. Merrill, and not to mention a ton coming up in the NBA as well. So something tells me you got something rolling over at WagerTalk.com, Steve.
Yeah, great night for college and pro hoops. And first of all, my top college play for tonight is posted for free right now at WagerTalk.com. We've hit over 70% on free plays for the past month. I put up my top college play for free on my page right now at Steve Merrill, WagerTalk.com. And that's because I've got a loaded NBA card, 3 NBA best bets tonight. And I'm number 1 ranked in 2023 at WagerTalk.com in NBA. So you might want to check out the 3-for-1 special. And another free college bonus as we get back to college hoops is I just posted my NCAA Selection Sunday contest. It is free to enter, and you can win up to a full year of my best bets for every sport every day, a $2,000 value. Free to enter. Go there right now. The link is on my page. First question on there, Joe, is will North Carolina make the tournament? It's a 50-50 proposition. If you pick enough right, you win a full year of service. Steve Merrill, WagerTalk.com.
Oh, hell no, they ain't getting it. What the? Oh, okay, no problem. I wasn't supposed to answer that. Not a problem. Tony Mejia, what is going on, brother? You, I know, got a little something rolling here. We already had a couple of games early. A few getting ready to tip off shortly, but plenty tonight. Anything tickle your fancy here?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited that we have this March Madness Bonanza special thing going on at Wager Talk, and I mean, I think it's a great value deal, and obviously, I'm a heavy volume handicapper, so we're going to give you bang for your buck on that. And then, yeah, tonight in the NBA, we've got something like 9-10 games, so plenty to fire away on. I got my Ralph Michaels' pen because I thought Ralph was on this panel for whatever reason, but he sent me his pens, and now I use them as like a stylus. So
Nice.
very excited about that.
Yes.
So good to see. But yeah, I mean, like excited to see you guys. Hope everybody's having a great week.
It was good. As a matter of fact, I got that pen too, and that shit didn't write. So right back to he's getting it for Christmas. I'll tell you that right now. It's heading right back to him. Don't you worry. Jimmy Adams, what's going on, my man? Good to see you back in the saddle again here. Plenty going on in college and the NBA. Baseball's just around the corner. What do you got rolling for us here tonight?
Yeah, a lot going on, Joe. One best bet up in college basketball. We just kind of continue to roll. Nothing crazy, but a steady, 55, just over 55% on the college basketball season. 2 plays up tonight. We're going to go 2-0. I'm going to give one of them out on the show today, and then a 4% best bet you can grab over at my page. Baseball around the corner, as you mentioned, top 5 baseball handicapper last season. So already sold some season subscriptions, and all access is the way to go. Other than that, let's break down these games and have a great show.
Oh, absolutely. That is the way to go. And away we go here, guys. We're going to start trying to get this regular season finished here in the MAC as Kent State taking on the Akron Zips in this one. I think the total 133 in this one here. And it looks like updated line of Kent State laying 4 here. This one's going to happen 6 o'clock Eastern time tonight. I believe Akron handled business the first go around here, but will they have as much luck now on the road? That is to be determined here. What do you think, Merrill? Are you a believer in the Zips sweeping this here?
Yeah, we always look at, last home games, we look at revenge and we look at strong home courts. And this is obviously a good Kent State team here, 24-6 straight up. And they're 14-0, undefeated at home and playing with revenge. So this is stuff that catches my eye here. Kept it off the best bet card, though, because I do actually think the first loss was not a fluke. Akron might be actually the better team even on the road here. But I do like this situational setup. And when we dig into the box score from the meeting back on February 3rd, you could definitely make a case Kent State should be playing better in this one. They lost by 12, but they got outshot 42 to 38%, but really got outshot from 3-point range, 41% to 23. Free throw line 80 to 64. Now the difference, though, what concerns me in this game is that Akron had a 25 to 11 free throw attempt edge. That's something that might repeat that dominance down low, but they were also at home. I think Kent State will get more calls tonight. I think they'll shoot better. And I think they finish with an undefeated home court tonight. They're 14-0 at home. I think they get their revenge tonight and finish 15-0.
All right, there you go. Looking for a little revenge here. Are you a believer as well in Kent State here, Mejia? You think they can get this one down, laying the 4?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that they are one of the 2 teams in the entire conference that plays defense. Because you've got your Buffalo, who likes to run up and down. Mid-major Matt's Toledo Rockets, who are always a threat to score 100 points. I know he loves them. He loves their overs. Kent State, I mean, is one of those teams that has a proclivity to shut you down. I mean, and if you play defense, you can win games. And they have won 5 of the last 6. The only loss in that span was against Ball State in Muncie. Come off a win over Ohio at home. They beat Bowling Green on the road. Western Michigan on the road. They won at Buffalo. So they've won 5 of 6. They're doing what they need to do in terms of being one of these teams that can absolutely not only make the NCAA tournament, but do damage. The senior laden, I think this is a team we're going to hear a lot from this month. So certainly at home against Akron, senior night, final home game of the season, I would not bet against them.
Pretty good point there here. We know Kent State defensively certainly able to shut some teams down here, Jimmy. It's an intriguing number. I mean, it looks like it's come down a little bit here to total as well. Do you believe they can win by margin, or is the total something you'd be looking at?
I'm going to head towards the total, Joe. So laying points against the third-ranked team in the conference, not something I'm really in love with, especially when Kent State only managed to put up 55 points in the first meeting. The total in that game was landed on 122. It was set at 132.5. And I'm inclined to think we're in for another low-scoring affair here. Yes, the Golden Flash is a perfect 14-0 at home, but they're also a team that trends heavily towards the under. The under's 26-1 in Kent State's last 27 versus a team with a winning straight-up record. And the under's 5-1 in the last 6 road games for Akron. The Zips are going to have a tough time scoring here. They really are. They shoot a terrible field goal percentage, and defense is the Golden Flash's biggest strength. So the question really becomes, can Akron hold this Kent State offense to a relatively low-scoring margin? Well, they've already kind of proven that they can in the first meeting. So I can't see this being too much higher scoring. We've got a higher total set, 133.5. With that first meeting landing on 122, I'm going to be looking towards the under in this one, Joe.
All right, looking at the under here in this one tonight. Get ready, 6 o'clock Eastern time. That one will be tipping off. We are going to switch gears here and head over to another intriguing matchup here as Radford in the Big South, laying 3. This one is in Charlotte, North Carolina, taking on Winthrop. And we're seeing a total moved a little bit, 138.5 in this one. Small favorite here, Radford, but what are you thinking here? Are you buying them? Or is Winthrop the way you're looking in this matchup?
Well, I can't buy Radford because they have failed to cover in 7 of their last 9.
Yep.
So from that standpoint, even though Winthrop is by no means the team that they were, or the program that they were a few years ago, Radford is, as Mr. Merrill says, a falling knife. And Winthrop is 10-8 in conference. Radford 12-6. It's a bunched up group outside of UNC Asheville. They separated themselves as the best team in this league. But I think anybody can win in this conference. At this point, Asheville's the regular season champion, but you've got Longwood. The Lancers can really score. You've got South Carolina Upstate is really stepped up. Gardner-Webb, they always push tempo. So this is one of those games. And then you kind of sit there and wonder, how are these teams going to respond when the lights are brightest? I think at this point, I would take Winthrop over Radford just based on what they've been able to do over the last few weeks.
So, love the game. It's at Bojangles Coliseum, and who doesn't love going to see a game at the Bojangles Coliseum there? Jimmy Adams, number 1. Number 2, when your coach gets suspended for a DUI, things tend to go off the rails quickly, and that's exactly what happened here. So how are you going there? Still looking at Radford anyway? What are you going to do here?
No, I think Winthrop's live here just based on their current form and the fact that Radford laying points has just not been a very good wager. The Highlanders have dropped 3 of 4 straight up, right, and 4 straight against the spread. And they've also dropped 6 of their last 7 against the number. This is a team that ranks 239th in the nation in points per game at 69.4. They do a terrible job free throw shooting, and it's pretty clear. I mean, everyone agrees Winthrop has the superior offense. I mentioned current form. Winthrop strung together 4 consecutive wins. They've done a great job scoring in all of them, 2 games in the 80s, 1 in the 90s that went to OT. I think the other one landed on 75. And they do a phenomenal job of knocking down the 3 ball at 37.7%. So the Eagles, their liability is going to be on defense and rebounding. They have to rebound. If they get dominated on the glass, they're in big trouble. But, how much defense can they play? We'll see. They have the far superior offense. I don't think Radford laying points is a good wager, so it'll be Winthrop or pass for me.
Winthrop. We've got a double revenge spot here, Merrill. Come on, you got to love that. They lost twice to Radford here. They've won, 4 games? Their last 4. Radford just, yikes, lose their coach, and they might get bounced here tonight. Are you banking on that happening?
Yeah, so much to work with in this one. First of all, Bojangles is fantastic fried chicken. You probably have had it, Joe, on the East Coast at some point. It is actually the best biscuits, seriously, dead serious, the best biscuits I probably have ever had from a fast food restaurant.
Amen.
Bojangles, 40% of their business before 11 a.m. I got a buddy that owns one in Northern Virginia, so I'm giving him a free shout out. Look, these are 2 teams obviously heading in opposite directions, as Tony talked about. I mean, Radford is a falling knife. They've gone 2-4 straight up, 1-6 ATS, their last 7. So then you dig deeper. Is there a reason? As you've touched on, Joe, there's definitely a reason. In early February, right when this slide began, is when Darius Nichols, the head coach, got suspended for a DUI. His brother Shane Nichols has been the coach since. And just 2 days ago, Radford announces that Darius Nichols will be retained. He'll be resuming head coaching duties in full this Monday, March 6th, right after the Big South tournament ends. So it doesn't do them much good this weekend. It's a strange situation. With that said, though, we do often see teams turn it up when tournaments begin, right? I mean, Radford didn't have much to play for over the past month. So I do think there's a chance they perform better tonight. They did win both regular season meetings, as you mentioned. We'll be talking a lot about this over the next week. One of the most overrated adages in all the sports, and you'll hear this on, ESPN, the non-betting networks, basically, that it's so hard to beat a team 3 times. Ralph Michaels will pull out the database and tell you more times than not a team sweeps after they've won the first 2 games. Now, these are 2 pretty evenly matched teams, so it might not happen here, but Radford did win both regular season meetings. And Winthrop, although they've won 4 straight, they're still one of the 20 worst defensive teams in the country on the season. They're 349th in defensive efficiency, and they gave up 2 games ago, 60% shooting and beat Campbell. That's because they've shot 50% or better in 3 of their last 4 games. I think they probably come back down to earth, kind of hold your nose and pull the trigger with the contrarian play on Radford. As far as the total, real quick, we've seen some sharp money on the under. It's dropped a couple points. But once again, with that Winthrop defense, I'm in no hurry to back an under. So I'd probably lean towards Radford in this one.
All right. Looking towards Radford in this game here tonight. And how can't you? We'll see if they can go ahead and exact a little revenge here. In the meantime, though, we are going to head to the Mo Valley as Mizzou State taking on Southern Illinois. Southern Illinois lane 3. Total is 121. Got a lot of Mo Valley going on here today. And this is a pretty good one to start with here, Jimmy. Are you buying Southern Illinois here as a 1-possession favorite with a low total, or are you going dog in this one?
No, this game's got Southern Illinois written all over it. I have no idea how Missouri State's going to be able to score in this game. The last time these teams met, it was a 20-point beatdown by the Salukis, 73-53. Missouri State managed to score 53 points, and Southern Illinois covered that game by 14.5. This Missouri State offense is putrid, 314th in points per game, 256th in field goal percentage. You want to know what they shoot from the free throw line? 62.9%. It's abysmal. And they're going up against one of the best defenses statistically, in the country, at least in the conference. Southern Illinois, a top 20 team nationally in points per game allowed, 61.6. Very good at defending in pretty much every category. I'm not here to say the Salukis are an offensive juggernaut, right? They're not. But this is more about Missouri State's offense, and they just have absolutely no chance. Southern Illinois won by 4 on the road, and then the aforementioned 20-point home win. And then I was going to drive home this point, but Steve beat me to it. The adage, if you're a novice sports bettor, that you're going to hear this, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row. And it's absolute garbage. It is just not true at all. Southern Illinois gets the sweep here. Absolutely. No doubt in my mind here, Joe.
All right. He is absolutely buying it here in this one. How about you, Merrill? Are you as confident that third time Is a sweep once again, or does double revenge pique your interest here?
Well, I mean, what I like to do is to dig into the earlier meetings, right? Let's see if we find some misleading box scores. They played late January. Southern Illinois won on the road outright as a dog. Outshot them 45 to 40%, but it was pretty equal from 3-point range. Neither team got to the free throw line much, so I would probably lean towards the under. The first game did stay under 122. Second meeting barely went over with 126. And you look at the two teams, they shot 48 and 46% from the field, barely got over the total still. And Southern Illinois actually did not shoot well from three. They got outshot 46 to 28% and still won the game by 20 points. And they got outshot from the free throw line attempt-wise. They made more, but Missouri State had more free throw attempts, and they also had a better percentage shooting from three, yet Southern Illinois won that game by 20 at home. So I don't think that's a good sign. As Jimmy said, you lose two, you're most likely going to get swept, and that's probably what Southern Illinois does tonight.
We're used to seeing, outside of, let's say, Drake and Brad, in the Mo Valley, we usually get games with these really low totals here for a reason. We're not going to see a whole lot of, lighting it up offensively. I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of lighting it up offensively in this one either. So what do you do? Are you okay laying the 3 in this one here for to get the clean sweep across the board this year?
Me?
I don't know. Is there anybody else? No. Who the hell are we? Already heard the other two guys.
You didn't address me, but yes, absolutely. I'm good with that,
Very
Joe.
formal.
All right, brother. Look. I'm a big Southern Illinois fan. I really like this team, and I say this as they let me down against UIC on Sunday. So I was on Southern Illinois, laying 6 against Illinois Chicago. Not much of a crowd at Illinois Chicago, not much of a senior night, all of that, and yet UIC hung around with SIU, and but I mean, this team, they don't have much rim protection. I understand that. I think their biggest player is 6'8", but they find a way to wear you down. And a little bit of a Missouri Valley update. Bradley only beating Northern Iowa and the Fighting Ben Jacobsons 42 to 39, 16 minutes left in the second half, based on my Wager Talk, by the way, the best live odds and live scoring system on the planet. So, I mean, we've got Arch Madness going on as we speak. And this is the final game of the night, obviously, Missouri State and Southern Illinois in Arch Madness in St. Louis. Crazy things always happen there. But I think that this will be a game where SIU manages to wear Missouri State down. And this is a great matchup for them. I like the Salukis a lot. So I will, this will be a client play. I'll lay the 3 points. I think it's a short line. We'll knock out business. Rob Perry and Murray State playing Drake tonight as well. They're an 11-point underdog. I mean, like, I don't see them. I don't, as much as I like Drake, I don't see Drake being 11 points better than Murray State. So freebie, give me Murray State plus the points.
Yeah, that whole conference is intriguing. That's going to be the highest total game in the Missouri Valley. But who knows if they're going to be able to get there or not? We shall see. But we do have 3 of the games here that we broke down for you. Plenty more still on the card. 31 in total on tap today. So let's see if there is a game these guys like a little bit more than the rest. And Merrill, we'll start with you here. What are you thinking? Who are you looking at here tonight for a best bet here?
Going to look at a free college basketball play for Friday night, and this is my top recommendation tonight for free, a game that was just a bit outside for making the cut, and that's because I have 3 strong NBA best bets tonight. I am number 1 this year at WagerTalk.com in NBA handicapping. So you might want to pay attention because I have a powerful 3-for-1 NBA special for tonight on Friday. Also, my March Madness contest is posted. It's a Selection Sunday contest. You got to enter now before the bracket comes out. You make predictions on where teams will be seated. Will North Carolina make the tournament, for example? You get enough right, you can win up to a full year, a $2,000 value of my best bet service for free. Sign up right now on my homepage, Steve Merrill, WagerTalk.com. Get there quicker. Shortcut code WT.buzz/SM. free play that I posted on that page tonight. These free plays, by the way, over on a 70% run the past month on my page at WagerTalk.com. Going to look at St. Louis Billikens +1. Missouri Valley tournament's in St. Louis tonight, but St. Louis has their final home game in an Atlantic 10 game here against Dayton, and it's also a revenge spot. Checks lots of the boxes here for what I look for in last home games. First of all, a strong home court, 14-3 straight up, coming off a loss, and it was a quality loss. They lost as a 7-point dog at Virginia Commonwealth, and they're playing with revenge from a loss at Dayton a month ago in early February, 70-56. And then on top of that, Dayton is coming in fat and happy, as Marco would say, sassy and fat and happy, after a 24-point last home game win over LaSalle. So it's a good setup for St. Louis. Only thing that kept this off my best bet card is that Dayton plays really slow, St. Louis plays fast. I normally like it the other way around, but I think the Billikens at home can speed things up tonight and get a last home game revenge. And on top of that, we're getting them as a home dog on a 14-3 court. So take a look at St. Louis University on ESPN2 national TV at 7 Eastern. And don't forget my 3 strongest plays for Friday, all come in the NBA. Number 1 ranked in 2023 at WagerTalk.com. 3-for-1 NBA special tonight on Friday, plus that free college basketball contest right now. Steve Merrill, WagerTalk.com.
All right, good stuff there, Merrill. Jimmy Adams, come on, man. Tell us once again what you got up ready to roll here at WagerTalk.com and which game you're looking at for a best bet.
Yeah, so 4% play locked and loaded goes down tonight. You definitely gonna want to grab a hold of that. We got 2 games total. I'm gonna give you the other one right here. So let's get the 2-0 sweep. We're gonna roll with Southern Illinois, and I don't want to reiterate myself too much, but this is really a fate of the Missouri State offense, right? We just saw them get beat down by 20. They scored 53 points. We've talked about how they rank in the 300s in points per game. They shoot 62.9% from the line. And they're going up against a Southern Illinois team that can match them defensively in every category. Salukis not going to blow you away offensively, but they match up well with Missouri State. They know how to dominate this team. They've already shown it. They went to their place and beat them. Then they crushed them at home. We've reiterated several times that it's not hard to beat a team 3 times in a row. Southern Illinois is the better team. Missouri will not be able to score. Take the Salukis for tonight's best bet.
All right, Salukis, it is for Jimmy here tonight. Mahia, you already gave us Drake. Now I'm going to ask you for another one here, man. Where are you rolling tonight?
Well, first of all, I'm riding with Jimmy Adams. So 4%, definitely Southern Illinois. That was my best bet. I sent it in Slack earlier in the day before I even knew he was going to do that. Mm-hmm. So now I'm doubling down. I don't think we can lose that bet because he broke that down so nicely. I'll also give you another game out of the Missouri Valley that I really feel enthused about, and it is the Belmont Indiana State first half over, and it's over 72.5 at this point. Okay, these are the 2 highest scoring teams in the league. I don't know if you've seen them. The kid at Belmont that is like he's a pro prospect. Like you could see him. He's absolutely like one of those kids that comes out of nowhere, and you absolutely see the talent. As a 3-and-D guy. His name's Ben Shepard. He's a 6'6", 2 guard. Doesn't shoot free throws well. That's the only thing he doesn't do well. They got Drew Freiberg, a shooter who you can't leave him open. They got a freshman named Cade Tyson, very good. And so this is a Belmont team that just joined the Missouri Valley this season. Taking names. They're not at all playing UV. They've been really solid. And Indiana State is the highest scoring team in the Missouri Valley by a lot. No rim protection whatsoever, so they've got to outscore you to beat you. Fun game. It scares me a little bit that this is a tournament game because you try to settle in, especially in a neutral site and all of that. But if these teams in the first 4 minutes, so at the under 16, if they're at 8-8 or 6, it'll be 40-40 at the break. So give me the over first half.
All right, over for the first half here. And thanks for stealing my play there, here. So let's go to the Gold Sheet as they have a play too, and that is Chattanooga. I was waiting for somebody to bust this out here. That is who they are looking at here, and let's see. They're pointing out that Chattanooga, while they swept the regular season series, including, I believe, a 20-point road win just 3 weeks ago, and VMI, well, not great. Finished last in the SoCon in both offensive and defensive metrics there, while Chattanooga's coach, Dan Earl, well, he coached at VMI for the last 7 seasons, and needless to say, he's got a pretty good handle on what is going on there with the program. So Chattanooga is the way to go, and our friends at thegoldsheet.com, that's who they are backing, and we encourage you to head on over there and grab the rest of the write-ups that they have. Always some great information provided there at thegoldsheet.com. All right, so let's see. Was there a game that Mejia did not give away here tonight? Pretty much covered everything. But listen, I was going to go Belmont full game. So you got it first half up and over. I'm going to go Belmont full game. We just watched Evansville run Indiana State up and down the damn court there for 40 minutes yesterday. Belmont, first year in, they already handled business rather easily the one time they did play this year. Welcome to the Mo Valley. This is a fun team to watch, guys. If you haven't had a chance to check them out, watch this, catch some of this Belmont game here tonight. This team is going to be fun, and I think they can do some damage. So Belmont, for me, I'll take the 3 points. No problem at all as a dog in this one. And you bet I'll be sprinkling it on the money line. One more time here as the best bets continue to roll on with Merrill. St. Louis here, +1, taking on Dayton here tonight, while Mejia is basically giving you game 823 through game 867. He likes them all, every one of them, but especially Southern Illinois. He'll lay the 3 there. Also, Indiana State Belmont, first half up and over. That's 72.5. While Jimmy Adams is in total agreement with Southern Illinois laying the 3, I'm going to take the 3 with Belmont. And our friends at the Gold Sheet, Chattanooga, lay the 2 touchdowns. Won't matter. They will handle it against VMI. All right, guys, that'll do it for this week in college hoops. But if you head over to WagerTalk.com, might be a pretty good time to go on and grab one of those March Madness packages right now from these guys. Partner up, plenty, and I mean plenty of college hoops still to come here. This is the fun time of year, and you can do yourself the biggest favor in making one of the most profitable Marches yet for you. Partner up, Steve Merrill, Jimmy Adams, Tony Mejia. Visit their pages now over at WagerTalk.com and take advantage of those deals, guys. It's going to be one hell of a March Madness. We'll be back Monday as the big boys and the conferences, the Power 5 conferences. It's all about tournament time right now until we get to Selection Sunday. Plenty to go over next week. Come back and join us on Monday. Until then, on behalf of R1L, Steve Merrill, Tony Mejia, and Jimmy Adams, we appreciate the time, guys. Best of luck with all the plays this weekend. We'll talk to you again on Monday. Good luck.
How do you like to finish the college basketball season paying under $30 per week? Between now and Selection Sunday on March 12th, there's still tons of regular season college basketball action to go. Plus, all of the conference tournaments and Wager Talk and Sports Memo are announcing their March Madness Bonanza special that will include the rest of the college basketball regular season, conference tournaments, NCAA tournament through the national championship, and any plays released in the NIT or CBI tournaments. That's right, from Monday, February 27th through Monday, April 3rd, there are 5 full weeks of hoops action, which breaks down to under $30 per week. Sign up for this promotion now on your favorite handicapper's homepage and get the rest of the college basketball season through the national championship in Houston on Monday, April 3rd, plus all non-March Madness tourneys, including the NIT and CBI, all for only $149. That's under $5 a day for one of the best betting experiences in sports. Some call March Madness the most exciting time in sports betting, so act fast as the March Madness Bonanza special is only available for a limited time. Grab your favorite college basketball handicapper, or perhaps add 2 or 3 college hoops experts to make this March Madness not only exciting, but also profitable. No coupon is needed. Just head to the homepage of the handicapper of choice and lock the $149 price in now. As the earlier you sign up, the more days you receive.